Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Conscious Cruiser podcast. I am Elisa from Elisa's Adventures in Cruising, and I am with my buddies, Scott from Controversial Cruising and Chet from Sea Lake Journeys. And today we're going to talk about, what to expect on a cruise when the weather doesn't exactly cooperate. Kind of a hot topic at the moment.
I don't know about hot, but it's a topic.
It's a
Or cold.
topic.
Hot or cold.
Welcome into the Conscious Cruiser podcast, the know before you go approach to cruising and travel. The smartest cruiser is the Conscious Cruiser. And your conscious casters, Elisa, Chet, and Scott.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, I was gonna say, how are you all doing? I mean, I think Scott's probably still chilling out west. But most of the country is cold. Experiencing some winter weather. Now, I think normally that would inspire dreams of tropical locations, Caribbean cruises, but I don't know if that's what we think right now. What do we think?
Here, don't worry. I will lend you my Conscious Cruiser beanie for all of you
Okay.
people who are in the frosty frost of the lands out there. So I don't need it right now. Actually, I probably don't need a period, but I'll lend it to you.
You need it.
You guys.
I'm thinking my dogs are going to look outside this morning and go, what happened?
They're like, we're in Florida. What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't expect them to have sweaters and booties and it's
Not
cold
in-
out there.
Oh God, no.
Well, we're all kind of, watching the news and watching the weather reports because this is like this is a real winter. I don't feel like we've had that in a couple of years, but as we're thinking about cruises or maybe dreaming about cruises, what do you think people think about, or what do they fear most if they hear a hint of a weather interruption when it comes to their cruises?
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
The first thing that pops into my head, it's like men and women. I'm just gonna give you a reference from my pocket, okay?
Okay.
But this is like losing my wallet, okay? Because as soon as you lose your wallet, you're like, oh my God, I got to make 50 calls to cancel the credit card. I got to do this. I got to call my bank. I got to call this. I got to get a new ID. I got to go to DMV, right? So the same thing happens when you hear like a big, either let's just say a hurricane or something like a really bad windstorm that you're supposed to fly into. You're like, oh, now I got to get on the phone with American Airlines. I got to cancel the hotel. I got to try to get my money back for the cruise. It's just like, it's kind of like one big headache that snowballs into another big headache. And you're just like, oh, now I just got to be on the phone. For me, it's just thinking about being on the phone or being on my phone, trying to get money back or reservations or whatnot. And it's just whether you have insurance or not, because even if you have insurance, right, you got to put in claims and you got to prove it. You got to scan your ticket and then you got to see that it's canceled and you can't get it. It's just a freaking headache. So that's what I think. I just think that I'm going to be on the phone for 3 hours. That's the first thing I think of.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. And it's true. And there's more stuff that goes along with that. It's like, oh no, it's not easy to get PTO at work. I got to reschedule that. And they're going to tell me, oh, well, gee, the rest of the time this year's filled up. You're going to have to wait 2 more years to go on vacation. Correct. And your dog hotel, oh, you got to reschedule that. Well, maybe they got filled up too. And all kinds of scheduling events that goes on in your life that now you've got to reschedule everything. Well, I can't go next month because so-and-so is this and that and something else. And the rescheduling nightmare added on top of what Scott just added is it really can mess with you. And plus you got that state of mind already, especially if it interferes with you right up real close to it. Man, we're fixing to go. It's next week. What do you mean we can't go? I was vacation ready. I was already handing off my work to other people and
right.
everybody goodbye.
I'm out
right?
of here in 2 days, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it just deflate. It's like a big old flat tire in life and everything, and then you got all this hassle to deal with too on top of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it is a big issue.
Yeah, yeah, and I like what you said too about the PTO. You know, if you have to worry about that, you have it. Most of us, at least I think so. Most of us who are counting the PTO have it all measured out and maybe down to the, I'm going to say the day, but it's probably more like to the hour.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's and so it's, you don't want to be in a use it or lose it situation, where you may not be able to so easily reschedule the time. So yeah, it definitely is a hassle. I don't normally think about it because again, we're in Florida, or I'm in Florida, and it's usually a drive to the cruise port,
Mhm,
and we tend to think of it of a weather interruption more for a hurricane,
mhm.
but the winter weather obviously can affect the cruise just as much um, as a hurricane. So
100%.
yeah, yep, lot to think about. Lot to think about. So what happens? Let's say you're able to get to your cruise port and the ship goes out on schedule or maybe slightly delayed. But what happens if you miss a port or a port gets changed when you're on the cruise? Chad,
Well,
you have an experience with that?
yeah, we've had that happen a couple times, and it's really no big deal. At least for most of us. Some people it's the end of the world, but it really shouldn't be. We were supposed to go from Cozumel down to Costa Rica on a cruise once, but there was a hurricane coming from the west side, from the Pacific,
Mm-hmm.
over it, heading east, and they said, "Hey, we can't go there." So, guess what? We're going to turn around and go back to Cozumel again. Well,
Woo!
most of us are like, okay, let's go. There's a couple of people that weren't too happy about it, but so you change the itinerary, and don't even know there was a storm there. In fact, some of the people who were disgruntled were saying, "I can't believe there's a storm. Look at the sky here. It's perfect." I'm like, "Yeah, but 300 miles away, it can look a lot different." And we've also had one we missed a port one time also, and we just had an extra sea day, and I don't think anyone really cared. Not that I Somebody may have been a little upset they
Yeah,
missed that port, but for the most part, you're still on vacation. You're still on a cruise. Make the best of it. Have a good old time. And like I say, we've had it happen twice. Once we went back to the same port. Another one we had an extra sea day, and both times it worked out great.
good, good. Scott, have you had that happen?
Oh,
Where
yeah. Definitely, 100%. I mean, it happened. You kind of have to just roll with the punches, kind of like Chet
Mhm.
says.
mm-hmm.
Um, to be honest with you, if a port does get canceled or it does get changed, I just kind of hope it's a port that I've never been to. And
Yeah,
honestly, if it is a port, like let's just say it was a Cozumel and then we ended up back at Cozumel, well, the second Cozumel day for me would probably be a boat day, a ship day, sorry, I should say.
mm-hmm.
And I would
Mm-hmm.
just, get ship faced on the ship and use my drink package and hang out and whatnot. So honestly, it's never a bad thing. And honestly, you think everything happens for a reason. And the fact that the captain and his team are vigilant enough to do their jobs to keep everybody out of harm's way,
Yeah,
before you even see harm's way, like that lady that says, "Oh well, the sky is sunny." Well, that's what they want you to see, and that's their jobs,
yeah,
right? Because if you saw the thunder and the 13-foot waves, oh my God, that would be on Instagram too. And God, they would just
Mhm.
be the cruise line would just be ripped to shreds, right? So they
Yep.
want to keep you safe, and the fact that they're diverting or even thinking about, hey, it's it. We may be able to get there, but let's not risk it. We're going to go back to yada yada. Okay,
yeah.
keeping you safe. So
Yeah, I
you
haven't heard that lately or recently, but I know a few years ago there was like a big uproar. I don't remember the whole situation where passengers were on the ship and they didn't. They were. I think there were a series of issues, but they were missing a port, and everybody was up in arms about it, and they were like trying to demand it, and the whole thing. It's like uh, I know we get excited about where the port or what where we're porting or what port of call we're going to make. But like Scott was saying, it's like it's a safety call for them, and they want you
Mhm.
to have the most positive experience you possibly can, or not have to let you off the ship and then have some crazy we got to pull out. Then they've got all
Yeah,
these passengers out on shore and no way to quickly get them back on the ship and move out. And that has happened. I think that we saw that in Hawaii. Was that just last year or the year before, where they had the the tsunami call, and people were out and on excursions, and they tried to get them back, but a lot of people were stranded. Now, of course, they did everything possible to keep them safe online or on land, but
yeah,
that's a big thing.
yeah.
This
Yes.
is that's a big thing. So yeah, like Chet is saying, try to pack your patience and roll with it. And if you
Oh, yeah.
missed that port, it must have been for a good reason. And something else that people don't think about is that cruise contract. We don't really read through that whole thing. We just plunk our money down and say, "Oh, we're going here, here, and there." But that is part of the cruise contract, where they are able to make those adjustments, and those ports are not guaranteed. They hope that they're going to make it to all of them, and we have a great cruise, but if they have to make an adjustment, they have to make an adjustment. So
Right.
try to cruise on.
Cruise on. Get another drink.
Yes. Did you get that drink package? That's a good point though. Like, do they throw in an extra, I don't know, rum runner for you?
They should. Everybody on the ship gets a rum runner. You get a rum runner, and you get a rum runner. Everybody gets
Everybody gets a
rum
rum
runners.
runners.
All they gave me was a free trip to the buffet.
Uh,
Well, that was nice. That was nice. We want food. we, we want food.
oh.
Well, I don't know who today's sponsor is, but maybe it's a good time to go to a little breaky break.
Yeah, and you want to know what? I think the rum runners are absolutely going to be flowing on this cruise, and you don't have to worry about any type of weather related issue on this one. And you want to know what? You can go join this man.
The ABC's and You Group Cruise 2026 is the cruise you have been waiting for. Don't miss this opportunity to set sail on the magnificent Carnival Horizon for an epic 8-day sailing from Miami to the beautiful ABC Islands. After 2 amazing sea days, you will arrive at the island of Aruba, where you can see the California Lighthouse or just take in the scenery. The next stop is Bonaire, with its picturesque pink salt flats and amazing beaches. And then the last port of call is Curacao, where you can take a panoramic island tour or just take in the sights. 2 more sea days wrap up this cruise, and you will have plenty of time to hang out at the Pig and Anchor Bar, the Havana Bar, or the Ocean Plaza. There is so much to do on the horizon, and this is why it is a favorite among many. Contact Bruce at Ocean Travel or Felicia at Syrup City Travel today for more details and booking information for this amazing group cruise. We'll see you on board.
That is a great commercial. Oh, I love it. Look at us all like.
The rum runners be flowing. Yeah. That's Chet.
Hey, this is
Very
February.
inviting.
We're in February already. April's coming really fast, y'all. So
It's coming in. Let's hope. I was gonna say it's coming in hot. Let's hope it really is coming in hot. We're talking
it
about
will
this.
be.
Talking about this weather. Do you think, in your opinion, do you think the crew has to work any harder or differently when we're in situations like that? There's been some kind of weather delay, some kind of extra something that they're contending with, and how do you think that affects the crew as they're trying to help us have a good time?
I think the two that get affected the most the two departments, because there are departments on the ship. The entertainment department for sure, because they have to ramp up the activities. Let's say the port's canceled right now, they have to include some extra trivias. They have to get some extra bodies in place. They got to get, the Michael Jackson Thriller dancing class that they didn't have planned, but the guy who does it just can do that with his eyes closed. They got to have people in place to do things. Obviously, they have plans. They have backup plans always.
Right.
Even if it's supposed to be sunny, just in case. But those people that were supposed to be on break, well, guess what? Now their break either gets moved to a different time or they have to forego it for the day or something like that. So the entertainment squad would be the one that would be affected the most. Secondary would probably be the food and beverage department, because those are the people that are now would have had a somewhat seemingly quiet bar is now going to be jam-packed for 8 hours, because there's nothing else to do but gamble and go to trivia and go to the casino on the ship now, because it's a sea day. So those are the two departments I think that would get affected the most. Now, is it going to ruffle any feathers? I don't think it's going to ruffle any feathers. I just think that it's going to create more it's going to create more work for them, and they just might not get the regular day that they were expecting. So, but that's what they're there for. That's just the life of a hospitality worker in general. You never know what's going to happen. So, me being in hospitality myself, you never know.
Yeah, we've seen stuff like that happen because of weather. One of the things for the entertainment staff too is they couldn't perform the show they were going to in the main theater because it was too rough. But they didn't want to disappoint anybody, so they said, "Hey, everybody's here anyway, so we're going to do a different kind of show that don't involve all the other stuff we would have done in the regular show." And we're like, "Great, thanks!" And so we stayed and watched a fantastic show. And so it was a good thing. And the other thing I noticed too was that the deckhands outside were scrambling like mad, pulling all the deck chairs, bringing everything off deck, tying it down, everything else, closing the doors, telling everybody, putting signs up, "You can't go out there no more." Couldn't go outside because the wind was too high and water was coming up over deck 5 and stuff, So, so they had a lot of activity going on out on the outer decks, preparing that ship and getting everybody inside and all the deck chairs and everything else handled so they wouldn't go flying off the ship in that weather. So I saw two departments get really, really busy really fast. One had to change plans and one just had to flat out get busy over here.
Yeah.
Let's go look like an anthill out there, man. They were hustling. Let me tell you. I wanted to go help them. I'm like, "Hey, man, let me come help you." And they're like, "No,
yeah, that's a little change in gears. They're not putting out towel animals out on the deck chairs. They're folding them up and packing them, tying them down. That's a good visual. I'm like, I can picture that.
Yeah, it was funny because they're trying to go this way with the deck chair, and the ship's trying to go that way. And they're like,
What about housekeeping? Because I would think, it's rainy out, it's stormy out, you want to be curled up. I mean, I know we're on a cruise ship, but I can see people staying in their cabin more. Hopefully they're not seasick, but just staying in their cabins more, just trying to be comfy. Do you think that makes any, that department gets affected at all?
They might get affected. At least maybe there are people that have the "do not disturb" signs up on the door, so they're like, I have 80 rooms to clean, now I only have 33. It's like, hey, let's go play lotto, And 33 sounds like a lot of rooms, but when you got to clean 80 and people, like, "No, we're good, we're just gonna stay in here and watch Netflix and chill." It's like, okay, see you later. Like, boom, skip. You need any soap, towels, shampoo, boom, done. Skip, done. And
room service
themselves, the crew bar at 12:30.
Cookies and sandwich. Room service.
Yeah. I wonder if that affects you mentioned food and beverage. How some ships have basically the remote ordering, like Chet is saying, you can go, they'll bring it to you wherever you are on the ship. I wonder if that's something that they continue during those situations, because who knows where you are.
For sure.
They do continue the room service. I can vouch for that
room service.
I don't know about the other one though. I don't remember trying the order an app.
Well, I am in the men's bathroom, casino
TMI.
floor, stall number 2. Thank you very much.
TMI. TMI,
On
Scott.
Princess, you
TMI.
don't even have to tell them. It's automatically they track you by
The
your
medallion.
medallion, so they know where you are.
Oh,
You order it in your cabin before you leave the cabin. Head on over to where you're going to be sitting at. It takes you 5 minutes to get there, and when you get there, 5 minutes later, here comes your stuff.
Well,
I'm
I mean, I guess that kind of leads to the question of the cast. What is your like go-to place on the ship? Where's your happy place if you happen to be,
Mm.
trying to dodge the weather or just not think about it and then totally enjoy your cruise? Just leave me alone. Leave me here. I'm totally fine. Where's that spot for you? Chet, I'll ask you first.
Oh, on a Princess ship, the Piazza. Go to the Piazza. There's food there. There's entertainment there. It's just the place to be where you got all kinds of stuff to do and you ain't got to go far to do it. You can just sit right there in your chair and order your stuff. It comes right to you. Watch what's going on. Hang out, meet some people. I love the Piazza. Whether it's bad weather, good weather, any kind of weather, I can hang out there anytime.
Anytime.
catch Chet at the Piazza, huh?
Yeah, Carnival ship or other kinds of ships. I'm going to go look for maybe the atrium or one of their big lounges and kind of hang out in.
Piazza's like the atrium. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm thinking more fancier, Princess,
Yes. Oh, yes.
with the pinky out.
It's a fancy atrium.
Very fancy atrium.
I think I could probably guess where Scott's gonna be, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait. Let me see where
I can guess where Scott's going to be too. We'll see if I'm right too.
Well, there's going to be two places. If it's totally canceled and we have a free sea day, you can catch me vlogging around the camera, taking you guys on an extra sea day, or Chris and Liz, your ears are going to perk up, but I will be in the ding, 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 ding. Probably blowing some money that I shouldn't, because I'll probably be doing the vlog and I'll walk past and, I'll peek at the lights in my peripheral. Oh, God damn it, I want to play. And then I'll go by. I'll go, God damn it, I want to play. Okay, only $40. I sit down. I start with 40. You get down to like $3. You're like, okay, maybe just another 40, and I'll get the other 40 back. And then we'll double that, right? And then I'll walk out with 160, and then we'll be good, right? I'll text Liz, and she'll be like, "Oh, look at that, you won." Get down to that 40. You're like, maybe just another 20. Okay, I'll double that 20. Then we'll double the 40. I'll carry over the 3. We'll triple that. I'll hit a jackpot. I'll finally get that little the little black S coin that nobody can get on Carnival. And then I'll win like $300. Down to 89 cents. 88 cents.
Then you get mad that it's not enough for one more play.
Oh, what am I going to do with a penny? Fine, now I can do another vlog, guys. I fucking lost. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I on a sea day, the flashing lights they draw you in. They come. Just put in $20. Okay, here I come.
That's funny. That wasn't what my guess was going to be. So I'm glad we didn't bet on it. I was going to say some eatery, some buffet, some restaurant spot.
Now you're not wrong. That would definitely be included in the vlog. If there were free chicken wings somewhere, I would definitely be there, like Emerald's or the pizza and whatever it was called on MSC, where you could just go up and dish yourself off three wings.
Potato tornado thing you like?
Potato tornado, yeah. It was a little fishy though, because it was cooked at the seafood shack, but then they remade it to the potato tornado place. When seafood shack was fishy. But yeah, you could definitely catch me there. And then again, I just I'd walk past and it would just the flashing lights would just lure me in, because it's daytime. What else is there to look at? You try to go past it and you're like, ding ding ding. You just hear it. You're like, oh, okay, no, okay. And then here I am trying to catch pigs or Mr. Miyagi or a dragon or some shit with coins and trying to win a bonus. And Yeah, you guys know how I do. Or extra ladders, the rings of the ladders. I only got 3 more, and I get a triple double extra bonus. Come on, I can do it. $97
Triple
later.
double bonus.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Well, I guess I would hope, like you're saying, that you're just at an extra sea day, that you're not stuck in a port, because if you're in port, the shops are closed, the
Yes.
casino is closed. Um,
Oh yeah.
so I would rather be, leisurely looking through some of those shops. I might be tempted, like Scott is in the casino, to spend a little extra.
Yep.
I really need that. I need that right now.
Yeah. See, those are the nights that you see me, to be honest with you, those are the nights that you see me at the 7:00 show and the 9:00 show. Just because 9:00, I'm like, just go in there so you're not in the casino and just go see it again and go see something different.
Yes.
Of the
Sit in
show,
a different
right?
seat, a
In a
different
different
section of the theater. Yeah, that's it.
Then
That's
the
gonna
9
make
o'clock
all the
show is
difference.
done, and guess where I go? To the damn casino. But it kept me out of there for 2 hours or an hour and a half. So, hey, good job on the entertainment.
You're supposed to go to the comedy club after that and go see the comedy show. And from
Yeah.
there,
Keep it
go
light.
listen
Keep
to
it
the
light.
DJ in the club, and yeah.
Yeah.
As funny as it would seem, I know you guys think that I'm not really a big comedy guy. I'm not really a big comedy guy. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I'll walk in there, and half of the times it has nothing to do with the comedian or anything, but I don't know. Maybe just because I live a very funny life. I don't know. I just, for me, I'd rather like an entertainment show where like the people are coming out from the trapeze, or it's like, like kind of like a Broadway, but like in a way, like the Dirty Dancing on World America. Freaking love that. Oh my God. Best type of, play along, and then they come out and they do the little, and then, you get to play the movie, but I don't know, the comedy. Okay. A form of comedy was, I saw them, they brought the comedian up there. They did the I Cannot Tell a Lie, but they did that with the rest of, like, they brought the captain up there. They also brought the entertainment. That I thought was funny. Okay, that is something that I'll stick around for. That's like late night. They say some things that you really shouldn't say, but like, I don't know. I'm just not a comedian guy, but I don't know. I guess as opposed to what you guys may have thought, but I'm just not a big.
All right.
I give it a try.
That's fair. That's
give
fair.
it a try. But I've given it like 40 tries already so far over the
it's just not your thing. It's not your thing. That's okay.
40 tries is good.
Yeah, you tried.
I still try.
You still try. Well, any last advice, tips to anybody who might be facing this situation where they're getting ready to head out? We're gonna hope for the best. All goes well, and they're able to actually make their cruise. What's one last thing to pack, or to have a backup plan for as you're heading out during these weather situations? Like I usually always say, I'm always concerned about the seasickness. So, that's definitely not the time to not have some Dramamine or something, just in case it's a little rough. You might want to think about that.
I'm gonna say travel insurance.
For sure.
I'm going with travel insurance. I will try to talk you off the ledge to not add it on while you are booking your cruise, but I would say to go to a company like Allianz, not a sponsor yet, but Allianz, and get a year-long plan. It is vastly cheaper than adding it on for $54 now or whatever it is on Carnival, and I don't even know what it is on the other lines, but it's literally like if you take 2 cruises during the year and you add on your insurance for 2 times, well, guess what? You could have paid for the whole year for yourself. And if you do it independently, meaning by yourself, independently, okay, and you do it on the Googs, Allianz, ALLIANZ.
Yes.
There's a Z at the end, .com. Okay. You can go on there and you can choose it. You could choose 6 months. You can choose a year, I believe. Don't hold me to that.
I think that's correct.
The year's cheap. It's like $100 or something like that, 110, and you're covered for the entire year. And again, many more benefits to the actual coverage itself, to the weather conditions like Elisa's talking about, tragedy, or if there's like, let's say there's a death in the family or something like that and you have to cancel. This is something that you don't get with the add-on of Carnival, right? It's just basically like just catastrophe, basically, that they'll cover, and you still got to go through hoops. But the Allianz individual plan that I'm saying to get, that is the one that will cover you. And again, if you go on 2 cruises a year, it will pay for itself, and you won't even have to think about it. You won't even have to think twice. And the whole process, even though it is still a process, it's much easier when you do it independently rather than having to go through the middleman. Let's just say it's Carnival, go through Carnival, and then Carnival on your behalf goes to Allianz. Allianz comes back to Carnival, and then Carnival goes back to you and says, well, you don't get your money back, I'm sorry, but here's $100 onboard credit. And then you're at the bay of Carnival, and it's like, guess what? They got your insurance money, and they got your fare, and you got $100 onboard credit. Well, congratulations, Charles. When you could have just bought in the year long. So I don't know if you guys are a big proponent of the year longs, but get yourself travel insurance independently.
I say pack the vacation state of mind, remembering no matter where you go, no matter what the weather is, you are not at work. You are not having to wash the dishes. You are not having to do laundry. You are not having to do all that stuff that you do at home. So stay on vacation state of mind. Take it with you. Carry it with you, no matter what the circumstance or weather. That's the final word from Sea Lake Journeys.
I love it. I love it.
Chet says, bring that sunny weather with you wherever you go.
It's 24 here. Look at me. I'm happy.
Well, thanks, guys. This was fun as usual. And then I know we are planning our next episode. And I think Scott will have another fun topic. We
cannot wait. We're going to talk about when you get a little... No, not dandruff. No, not dandruff. No, when you get the cruise itch. What happens when you get the cruise itch, and how do you scratch it? How do you guys scratch it? Scratch. Oh, do you see that? Scratchy. And how do you guys scratch the cruise itch? So we will talk about that next week. This has been a great episode. Elisa and Chet and Robin, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, guys. And if you guys go on over to Go Live Together, give them a little conscious raid and let them know that Lisa, Chet, and myself, we sent you on over. Have a great Monday, everybody, and we will see you later.
Don't forget the mood check.
Oh, yeah. Already beat you there. Chet.